You've been talking about not getting what you think you want, and can be because it's not a match of your vibration, of what is in the vortex.
Before you go further, we just want to stick something in. You're always getting what you're feeling.
Yeah.
You're always getting what you're feeling. So if you're not in touch with your feelings, it might feel like it comes out of the blue. And we say, not out of the blue, out of the oblivious. What you think and how you feel and what manifests always match. And so if something surprised you, you're just not in touch with how you feel.
Yeah.
That was good.
So what I'd like to know, I'd like to work with people in my practice. And I've been doing the things to get to it, like in classes and working on it and getting everything done. So I'd like to bridge that. Is it not showing up because I'm looking at the result, what's not showing up? Or is it because it's not a match and it's not what?
Well, you have to sort of figure that out. In other words, whoever is wanting and not getting is the only one who can really accurately acknowledge. In other words, we don't think that there is anyone who is really confused if they will take the time to think about it. That when something happens, how often do you say, I knew that was going to happen? Well, I saw that coming. Or I've been feeling that coming. Or my gut told me about that. You have the ability to be more in touch, you say.
So how do I?
The easiest way that we have found to explain it is we say there are two ways to know what you're creating. One is to feel it while you're creating it. The other is to notice it once it shows up. That's it. Well, if you wait till it's shown up, there's been enough momentum that you've missed. But now it's there, at least you know. So now you have options. If you want more things like that, and if you want to think that going, then keep thinking about that. Keep feeling around that. This is simpler than you all let it be. Much simpler than you let it be. We think the thing that makes it hard is you think you've got to look at what is. And when you look at what is, you offer a vibration, then you get more of it, and then you feel stuck in it, and you're not. Things are always changing, and people say, no, they're not. Things are always changing. People say, no, they're not. We say, they're always changing. It's just that when you're looking at what is, they're changing, but they're changing to more of the same.
Yeah, I'm still comparing like what I want, and then I create it again.
Yeah. So if you don't like what's going on, then get out ahead of it. And how do you get out ahead of it? You catch yourself at a weak moment when you've got no momentum, when you're no longer beating the drum of something that you don't want, and you find a way to goose up your thought about it. Before we're finished in the days that are before us, is this the last segment for this day? There is another? As we play together, maybe even today, would you like to take subjects that are important to you and improve momentum about them? We'll start with you. So pick a subject that is important to you and let's increase momentum about it. Give us a subject, and then we're going to find the most general place so that we can get on the wheel, and then we'll just get the momentum going.
Doing classes with and having clients and playing with.
All right, so you want to find an effective way of helping people what?
To have more joy in their life.
Helping people be happier.
Yeah.
You want to find a way of helping people be happier. So now, as you're thinking about that subject, what's the thought that comes to your mind first about that? Are the people that you're thinking about helping happy now? Of course not.
No, they can improve it. That's why they're looking for something.
That's the point. So I'm thinking about people who aren't happy.
Yeah.
And I want to offer some classes and some suggestions to help them be happier. So would you say that spinning grid disc is about here?
Yeah.
So how happy is that?
Not that much.
Not that happy. So
No.
Is there anything that you can think of that starts in a higher place? In other words, the same subject is at the basis of this. But is there anything that you might do to personally position yourself on a higher flying vibration to start this conversation?
When I look at previous classes,
right now.
When I looked at previous classes and the results they had, and at the end of the day, they went away with tools and were happy. So,
talk to us about that. Let's get momentum going about that.
Like in what we did or whatever.
I like helping people.
Yeah, I like them showing that they knew already, and to give them
I like
tools.
activating in people knowing that they already have. I like helping people remember that happiness is a normal thing for them.
Yeah, and it's possible.
I like having their attention long enough that they can begin to feel their happiness descend on them. I like like-minded people coming together who really want to be happy. I like being the leader of that happy group. I like the feeling of when people have those aha moments. I like watching improvement in people's lives. I like knowing that it doesn't have to happen all at once. I like even knowing that it hardly ever happens all at once. I like knowing that we just have this general ability to get feeling better and better all the time. I like knowing that I'm a catalyst to help people feeling better. I like knowing that I'm really good at what I do. I like knowing that I can get tuned in and I get inspiration in the moment. I like knowing that it's not the same thing for everyone, that it's sort of an intuitive different thing that happens. And I like knowing that when I get tapped in, I know just what to say. I like knowing that I don't have to necessarily be in a class to be the leader of that sort of thing. I like knowing that I can uplift anyone anywhere if they're sort of kind of in the vicinity. And I like knowing that I can keep myself there. And I often do. I really like what I do. I'm good at what I do. I have a really good life. I like being happy. I like feeling good. I want other people to be happy too. I don't think it's my job to make them happy, but I sure like to help them. There's so many things in this world that are joyful in nature. That the nature itself is joyful. It's very common for people to be looking into nature and feeling good. This planet has so many beautiful aspects. There are so many wonderful things that make people happy. This is a wonderful thing. We live in a time of such abundance. Anything that we want is readily available for most of us. These are really happy times. These are good times. This is the highest probability of the most people being happy than ever has existed on this planet before. These are happy times. These are happy days. The music is more prolific. There are more people providing music. There are more people that are doing more of what they want. People are feeling freer. All kinds of things are loosening up. These are really good, high-flying times. I'm so happy that I was born in this time where I can feel so much joy, where I can do so much good, where I can be of so much value, where I can have so much fun, when I can fulfill so many of the dreams that I want. I like living like that. I like living by the clarity of my example. I like teaching by the clarity of my example. I like knowing that when I feel this way, that people that either want it or there will gravitate around me. I love law of attraction. I love knowing that everybody is getting what they're offering vibrationally. I love igniting in people the knowledge of the tools that they need to know in order to help them to do deliberately what they mean to do. I like helping people understand that they've been offering a vibration and they haven't even known they've been doing it. It's so fun to see people awaken to this. It's so much fun. I love this. That's momentum, you see. So then, when you get into a feeling like that, you don't just drag yourself. Hello. This is a class about happiness. We'll all do the work together. You be there. You be there before you get there. And when you're there, you don't have the ability to see the unhappiness in them. You don't do as the man wanted us to do just a minute ago. You don't look for their problems and try to clear them out so that in the absence, in the obliteration of the problem, they'll be left in the absence of the problem and they'll find happiness. You know better than that. You get happy. You get happy, you show up happy, you be happy, you present happiness, and if you're too happy for them, they'll get sick and they'll leave. You say, you can't teach what you don't feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a really good life. You got all of this. We got most of what we said right out of you.
I get it.
Really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.